First things first, asking about a transgender person's genitals is extremely rude. But also, I am so excited about it, let's talk about it. I realized I was transgender when I was very, very young. I used to bet the girls in my elementary school class, if they tagged me in a game of tag, I would put on a girl's dress. And so of course I would let them tag me and have to come out in these fabulous dresses. I'm a giant nerd, so I do everything from read comics, go to comic book conventions, super excited for Star Trek. Live long and prosper, y'all. Things change a lot. It's perfectly okay for someone that I'm dating to say, I'm not into trans people. I don't want to date someone with a certain type of genitalia. It's just about what you're into as a sexual being. What isn't okay to say is, trans people are gross. Oh, you have a penis? You're disgusting. That's not okay to say. It's not exactly a first date question. Hey, nice to meet ya. What genitals do you have? So there's this super secret place. Don't tell anybody. It's called Victoria's Secret. I remember the first time I went and got a bra with my best friend. I was a 22-year-old person going in to get measured for her bra for the very first time. I was kind of nervous and scared. It was just like, a whole new world. I'll show you places for panties and bras. Going through rite of passage, something that I missed when I was a little kid, that I was excluded from because I was seen as one of the boys. When I finally got the chance as someone a bit older, it actually meant a lot to me, and it just made me feel absolutely wonderful. When I first came out, I started wearing a lot of dresses and putting on a ton of makeup, but that wasn't who I was. Really, it's about becoming who I am and who I want to be in the world. Even after I transitioned, I've always been kind of a tomboy, but that doesn't invalidate me as a woman or as a trans woman. Trans women can be just as diverse as cis women. The medication that I was taking actually caused a sodium deficiency. You get really addicted to salt. You guys have salt? I need salt right now. I've heard stories of trans women actually carrying around salt packets in their pockets just because they needed that salt fix. I have no regrets about transitioning, but transition regret is an actual thing. A lot of transgender people who go through and get gender reassignment surgery, it's an irreversible process. And sometimes suicides can happen. It was really helpful for me to find a therapist and talk it out, get better understanding of my emotions and my thoughts and exactly what I wanted out of transitioning. I didn't want breast surgery, I didn't want facial feminization surgery, but I did want to get gender confirmation surgery. It was essential for me to see that therapist, for me to be able to figure that out. I felt very uncomfortable about having a penis. It felt like this weird thing that I had no use for. Getting a vagina was something that I was thinking about my entire life, and having a vagina now, it feels good. It feels like part of who I am, like just existing. I feel natural, and that's awesome. Do I masturbate? Oh heavens my. Yes, I masturbate just like most people on this planet masturbate. When you're young and you're going through puberty, you have to learn to masturbate. What is this thing that my body can do? But then when you get a new set of genitals, you have to do that all again. I've been doing this for hours. I don't know what's going on anymore. I just want to orgasm. Kind of. We don't get the bleeding, like we don't have a uterus to get rid of stuff from. The hormonal parts I actually do get. Monthly bloating, cramps, but we get like the best possible periods that you can get. Peeing standing up was the shit. I don't miss being a man, but one thing I quickly learned as I transitioned was all the male privilege went out the window. It felt really hurtful and painful that I wasn't being respected or treated the same way that I was when I was perceived as a man. Being a woman means being able to be sensitive and caring and thoughtful, but also super strong. Being a woman means being Wonder Woman. We're that badass. Going through this whole experience can be really, really hard. There may be some people out there who may be jerks and assholes to you, but it's really, really important that you never forget that you are extremely awesome. You get to learn about yourself in ways that people don't even think about. Learning more about myself as a trans person made me the happiest I've ever been in my life. Long story short, you're awesome and being trans is awesome. Don't let anybody ever tell you differently. Whee! Oh God.